Hello, I'm just hopping on as I'm a little bit charged from a beautiful session in the park in the sun. I've been waiting for it to come out because I've been needing it since I've been back from being away. And as I've spoken before about it, I think there's a huge, obviously the nodal shifts have moved into Libra and Aries now, and I didn't expect to be feeling it in this way. I don't know if other people are feeling this whole new sensation, living life, timeline. Don't know, I feel like things that have come before now have been wiped out, which in part of the healing process of what I've just been through is quite good, because it's almost like things have disappeared and vanished. And I think, yeah, coming back to the elements is always a point of power. Getting the sun on the skin, getting, I'm actually just decided, it was called into a little fast, an impromptu like coconut water and a few herbal teas fast. I think it's been nearly 72 hours at the minute, and it feels very aligned for me. I'm sure many other people are sort of taking to these kind of self-care what do you call them? Self-care practices at the minute, because of what's coming up for us. There is, like with Venus retrograde, there is a huge chance for a lot of heart healing and a lot of reflective energy. And I guess there's a few themes that are coming up for me at the minute, and I'm sure they're coming up for other people as well. And just obviously not being in a city for a long time, I'm struggling a little bit with the sensitivities and a little bit of overwhelm of lots of people, lots of energies to deal with. Although I'm being very protected and guided by my friends and have safe spaces to hop about to, and the love of my family as well. But trying not to feel restricted and caged in and boxed in, it is difficult. But again, the elements are helping me through that, and this fast seems aligned. I had a few things internally in my body that seem to have been a little bit off kilter, off balance since I come back, and I feel like, I'm not sure if I'll break it today or if I'll break it tomorrow or go for however long, but it feels very aligned with what I need right now and the healing internally. And I guess I just wanted to see how other people might be moving through this Venus retrograde, and the opportunity for the healing in the heart is really, like, as we move into this whole new paradigm with the nodal shift, opportunities to fully go in and finally release anything that's been holding us back from manifesting the true love of self or true love of another. Because, I mean, if we don't connect with our heart, it's going to be difficult for another person to actually understand how to come in and learn our heart and nurture it and care for it in the ways that we desire, like our needs. And so it does feel like this is kind of a solitary solo period for a lot of us to go in and, keep saying do the work. We can have fun summer stuff and make time for socialising, because play is really big right now. I think getting too serious with all of this spiritual stuff can be quite weighty and heavy on our souls. So playtime is important, and however that resonates with people, some that might be just fun and music. I know for me this summer, I really need my girls around. I really need a lot of feminine energy and a lot of fun and a lot of sister stuff really. Very grateful that I do have some beautiful souls to connect with, and new souls again that I've a couple that I met in Jamaica actually have made their way back to London, so grateful for the new connections. But I just I trust that there are a lot of tests at the minute as the stuff comes up for clearing, and especially when surrounded with the heart, not everyone wants to look at it. People want to keep in their darkness, darkness is a beautiful space, but sometimes, you know, we need to be observing it and not be sucked into it and drawn into it. And self-pity or self-wallowing or anger and aggression that can take over and distort how other people are moving towards us if their intentions are of pure love and pure intention and just care, like without expectation. I think some of us, with everything that's been going on and losing ourselves in this new world, new paradigm, the desire to maybe shift work patterns and live differently and go back to the land and work for food, and the escalating prices here, I'm seeing a very different reality to what I saw where I was for the past couple of months. And it's all learning, like not negative, positive, just continual observation. And it's helping me realise what I truly want, what I truly desire. People's actions towards me have given me a lot of food for thought as to who I would like to be around in my life, who I'll give my time to. And just like all of us really, you know, I'm realising that my group of friends are sensitives. We've all sort of come together over the years as deeply sensitive, intuitive women and men as well. And some of us just need some solitary time at the minute, maybe without fully realising it. And sometimes that the anxiety or these feelings of nervousness that can be adopted from other energies around us, external forces, chaotic forces, that we adopt and say that are ours, like my anxiety or my depression, when why claim it as ours and want to possess something that is just a past, like a temporary sensation? Because the healing is in the sunshine, the elements, the water, the attention to the diet, the gut. I'm feeling clearer with this fast. A lot of us do fast at the minute, and it's not me getting on my high horse, like what works for me won't work for other people, but who knows until we try it. But after I gave myself a week of self-sabotage. It happens, you know, I've got my darkness, I do my shit, did a load of shit. I've been back on the game since Monday, which is perhaps why the fast has been called forth, because I went into a bit of a destructive state, and I allowed that. I'm not saying that I'll go that deep again or that dark, but it's a spiral path, and there's a lot going on right now. And I'm observing that a lot of people are struggling to cope. And I trust that we can all, like, just stop and take stock of how much we have in our lives rather than the lack, coming from that abundance mentality. Like, having met people recently who have very, very little on a what the Western society might view as have little in life. Some of the greatest, most inspiring, positive characters that I've ever met, and energy that I would like to have more in my life. Whereas what I'm learning is people who are, some of us who are privileged and entitled and have access to so much stuff, can't stop fucking moaning. Can't stop the loop of shite. And this isn't a judgment. We've all gone through it. I've certainly moaned in my life, certainly been a twat. But there is multiple gifts coming our way. The divine speaks in so many messages, 909 on the clock. So many signs. We'll all have our belief system. For me, as a shaman, whatever, I don't even like these terms, as a woman who connects deeply with nature, butterflies and fairies and feathers are everywhere for me at the minute. And thankfully, I'm grateful that I'm observing it, because that's what I need. The trees talk to me. That's what I need. That's what my soul, my inner child, my healing is connected to. I get a life from that. Vida, life force. And as a creatrix or a creator of my own reality, that's the sustenance that I need. I think that I might have stopped there, but anyway. that's the soul food that I need. Sounds, my frequencies, my little routines of things that I've learned over the years. It's taken me ages to know when I need to be around people and I can give, or when I need to pull back and not. And yeah, I just think there's a lot of beautiful home remedies that can help us move through this weird wobbly time right now. I'm not sure that it's gonna stop, to be honest. It's just how we approach it, how we want to broach new subjects, new topics, new ways of living, new scenarios that will come our way. And I just hope that we're all finding unity within ourselves, within the mind, body, soul connection. You know, everything manifests from an emotional, physiological space. So if we're feeling things in the physical, usually is connected to our mind state, the things that we say to ourselves, how kind we are, what we speak to ourselves when we wake up in the morning. And some people call it affirmations. I have a whole new language or dialogue that's been gifted to me from higher realms, or meditation, or the mushrooms, or sound frequencies. However it has received, it's come to me because I guess I've been open, because there's so much closed energy right now, because we do not know what's coming. We've never been here before in the history of my lifetime, parents' generation. Like, living through that together at the same time, seeing it very, very differently, is also very interesting. Is that we need to be unifying the energies, like, between us, not judging people for how they're moving through it. Like, all of this division is just it's not doing anyone any justice. And there's a lot of it around me, a lot of judgment towards me, a lot of support and care and love as well. I'm not focusing only on that side of things that I'm not getting, because there's more than an abundance of care and love here, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But with this division of thought and this, you know, wanting to like be so involved in how other people make choices in their life, it's just creating more division, competition over what we could be co-creating together, and actually getting stronger in community or in small groups. And I don't mean cliquey groups or culty groups, because we know what happened with that, having just escaped something quite yeah, I will say scary. I don't really have that. Like, I'm not afraid of anything. I guess I didn't believe that I was going to die there, but that was the intention of some other people, was to kill me. Which is a really strange concept to come into the knowledge of. I guess something that I'll only process over time. But to be honest, like, I don't really give it, not that I'm not denying the healing, but their view of me and what they were doing doesn't make no difference to where I'm going and the purpose that I've been enlightened with, or the information that's coming through me that I'm being told to share, and the people who I want to spread my love and my support to. But anyway, without getting rabbiting on and stuff, I just think there was a quote the other day that came up, and with all these challenging moments that we're all going through, be that physically, mentally, emotionally, heart healing, there's a lot of solar plexus stuff, there's a lot of third eye activations coming through at the minute. So much channeling and fairies clearing a lot for me, so I know that there is big shifts, because my hand can't stop moving. And someone recently said to me, "Oh, you do Reiki?" I said, I mean, if that's what you want to call it, I'm talking right now and I'm not doing this with my hands. So there is a lot of challenges and tests for us. But this quote that I will get around to saying, that I heard the other day, is that without the tests there will be no testimony. So all the wonderful, like, knowledge and leveling up that we get, it's not going to come from sitting down on our arse doing nothing. Like, we need adventure, we need stimulation. Many of us including me back in the day, have been stuck in a rut, stuck in our programming, stuck in the routine of doing certain things. And right now, like, I'm not settling, I'm couch surfing, I'm doing some bits and bobs because this is the frequency that I want to maintain, is nomadic. And I trust good things are on their way to the good souls who also want to work together. You know, all of us can do all this shit on our own. Like, we're independent, we're skilled. I'm 38 now, so it's not like I'm a spring chicken. Although I feel that in my energy, especially with this fast in the sun today. But I want to be doing it with conscious souls, like other like soul, like minded, like purposed, intentional people who act with love, integrity, loyalty, and a liberated mindset. I don't know, maybe they're going to start drilling, so it's probably time for me to go. But embrace the tests, embrace the challenges. Love is the key. Fear is just bullshit. We can all pull solutions and resources out of the regions at any time, because we're all so gifted. There is so much abundance for us when we believe. Seeing is not believing, believing is seeing. And I trust that the true power and true magnetism and our true manifestations are only a few thoughts away. And I trust that we all rise together. And I'm grateful to be alive. And however cringe this might say to people, like, yeah, near-death experiences do make you say cringy things like, I'm happy to be alive. I'm grateful for that flower over there. I can smell the roses. And I've got a safe bed to sleep in, because really not much else matters, because otherwise we'd be dead. So I'm grateful for breath and air and good souls around. And may we all rise to this new energy, because it is proper.